Hey everybody, this is Erika Szabo. Welcome back. So today I'm reviewing a game that a lot of you are asking for, a game that has been getting a lot of acclaim, and that is Fantasy Life. This game is developed by Level 5, a developer I am in love with, a developer I've enjoyed all throughout the years, whether we're talking games like Ni no Kuni or Rogue Galaxy or Dark Cloud. Like, there's just so many amazing games that they created, so I'm a big fan of them. Now, in terms of Fantasy Life, I have some pretty meandering opinions about this game, and my opinions about it changed extensively throughout this entire time. At first, I was extremely apprehensive about the game, and I wasn't really sure if it would be right for me. Then I realized all the acclaim and I got super psyched. Then I played it for a long period of time and I was a little bit underwhelmed and a little bit bored. And now I'm somewhere in the middle of it all. It's not a groundbreaking game by any means, but it's a game that I've grown to really, I guess, appreciate and become very surprised by. Fantasy Life's brightly colored town of Riveria is almost undistinguishable from other JRPGs, but unlike others in the genre, you have the freedom to become whatever you'd like to be. A master chef, fisherman king, a gallant mage, a pro seamstress, the choice is yours. Now, this is easily one of Fantasy Life's more endearing qualities. You can be whoever you want to be. You can be as traditional or non-traditional as you want to be within the genre, and in a way that kind of redefines what it means to be a hero, which I also found very interesting and I found very compelling, and I like how it gives you that sort of freedom. Now, that kind of makes up for a lot of other things in the game, especially considering the fact that I didn't find the story to be very interesting, which is a shame. I mean, sure, the game did have a pretty witty script, but it wasn't nearly as compelling as I had hoped for, especially from a developer like Level 5. However, I do like to think that offering something like this, offering something where you have this freedom to be whoever you want to be, can make up for all of that. Now, does it? To an extent, yeah, it really does, and I think that it's something that really stands out about this game. To make up for that lack of story, but not appear too monotonous like an Animal Crossing clone, Fantasy Life is incredibly task-heavy, having you run errands for townsfolk, your profession, and for your butterfly companion. You can even quest with others via multiplayer, which is a nice touch. That's a lot considering how many errands there are to tackle in the world, and it takes up the majority of the game. You can have up to 30 tasks at a time, and I mean, it just adds that sense of purpose, even if in the smallest of ways. Fantasy Life also lets you, in time, switch between jobs on the fly. I actually really liked this because it not only did it let you juggle those jobs and try out different things and see what it's like having particular jobs, but it also helps you expand your particular abilities in those jobs, or it helps you expand the world around you and see what else there is to see in it. The payoff is pretty high as well, at least for a life simulator JRPG hybrid. Leveling up means you get various upgrades in your abilities, including giving you the ability to decorate your home, keep a pet, or travel the seas. Each level grants you a new ability that will keep you yearning for more, whether that means expanding your abilities and capabilities, or broadening your scope of the world. Initially, I was looking more for a JRPG than I was a life simulator, which is part of why I guess I was a little bit disappointed in the experience that I had with Fantasy Life. It's not quite a JRPG, even though it has those tendencies, even if it incorporates the job system. It's much more so a task management game. It's much more a life simulator. I think it's all about mindset, because this game is very fun. It's actually very endearing in a lot of ways. It has a lot of features to it that I really enjoy, but there are also a lot of things that I found very lackluster, and I felt like it was actually a little bit half-hearted in certain ways too. But I think, like I said, with that right mindset, you can really appreciate the game, and obviously you will really enjoy the game for its lighthearted fun. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Fantasy Life. I want to give a big thank you to Nintendo for providing me with a review code for the game. Now, I'm really curious, what do you think of the game? What's your experience been like so far? What jobs have you been using? My first job was the mage, because I've always been a magic user no matter what I play, most of the time. Sometimes rogue, but most of the time mage. But yeah, I'm really curious to know what you think of the game. I'm curious to know what you think of my review, and do please stay tuned for lots more content content this week. And yeah, I'll see y'all later, okay? Alright, peace.